The last topic I'm going to discuss: will Daniel Dubois reign as champion or lose his title in 2025? So, Daniel Dubois beat Anthony Joshua in an impressive fashion. But prior to that, we've seen Daniel Dubois have some hiccups, mainly in his fight with Joe Joyce. Lorena put it on him. Then Usyk was able to stop Daniel Dubois with a jab. He went on to have a good victory over Gerald Miller. Some people say he became a baby daddy that day. And then he went on to beat Philip Hergovich. Now, for the record, I predicted both of those fights. I picked Daniel Dubois to win those fights. He fought Anthony Joshua. I picked Anthony Joshua to win. Now, I thought Anthony Joshua would win because I thought Anthony Joshua would actually be the one to register the PTSD that Simon Jordan was talking about with Anthony Joshua when he landed a good punch on Daniel Dubois. But that never really happened because Daniel Dubois jumped on Anthony Joshua and Anthony Joshua wasn't ready. Now, there was this video going around about Mike Tyson, and it said, like, imagine like being in the ring waiting to fight this guy. And it showed Mike Tyson walking to the ring and he's just drenched in sweat. It's like he looks like he was fighting like six rounds already, right? But that tells you something. When you see a fighter drenched in sweat like that coming into the ring, it tells you they're going to jump on their opponent early. So he's loose, he's sweating, he's ready for activity from the opening bell. So Daniel Dubois came out and you could see the sweat and you can see he AJ from the opening bell. And AJ looked, honestly, I don't recall seeing any sweat on AJ. I don't recall seeing any sweat on AJ. Just that alone lets me know kind of like, I don't know what AJ was thinking, but Dubois had it on his. So when you see these things, you understand that boxing in itself has a lot of layers, a lot of things can happen. Anthony Joshua wasn't ready. He never landed a punch to take Daniel Dubois back to those places, and Daniel Dubois actually landed the punches that I don't want to say gave Anthony Joshua PTSD, because you can see in this corner Anthony Joshua saying like, "Oh, he's ish," and he did land a right hand that sent Daniel Dubois back, but then he jumped in, chin up, and he got knocked out. But now we're talking about Anthony Joshua probably not activating the rematch clause and Daniel Dubois having to fight a different opponent. Fabio Worley's name was thrown out there, but Frank Warren shut that down, said no. Joseph Parker has called out Daniel Dubois. I think Joseph Parker is a very tough fight for Daniel Dubois, and I think Joseph Parker might be able to beat Daniel Dubois. I'm not ready to make a pick in that fight, but let's just say 2025, Daniel Dubois versus Joseph Parker. Are you confident that Daniel Dubois wins that fight? To me, it's a pick'em fight. But there are many other fights out there that to me would be a pick'em fight with Daniel Dubois. Jane. I think Daniel Dubois would be able to hit Jane, but I think if Jane lands on Daniel Dubois, seeing the guy who quit, I know everyone wants to act like he's a new guy, but AJ didn't put it on Daniel Dubois. That's the point I'm making when I'm talking about how Daniel Dubois came sweat, ready to go when AJ looked dry. It didn't look like he came in that ring to put it on Daniel Dubois. But I'm telling you, Jane is going to come to do that. Let's talk about Martin Bucoli. Martin Bucoli versus Daniel Dubois. I'm telling you right now, Bucoli, I think Dubois has better skills, but so did Jared Anderson. Jared Anderson was beating him until he got caught. So Daniel Dubois has a lot of competition in the heavyweight division. Like, I like AJ, but I'm telling you right now, I think even Ajit Caballo would have came in there to put more hurt on Daniel Dubois than I saw Anthony Joshua going in there to do. Usyk done already beat him, so you're gonna do it again. Tyson Fury, If Tyson Fury, who Daniel Dubois is going to fight next, I got Fury right now. I'm just drop the money on the table. My money's on Tyson Fury. And I know people are going to say I'm crazy on this one. But Deontay Wilder right hand on Daniel Dubois. If Deontay Wilder lands a right hand on Daniel Dubois, I'm not so sure that he would knock out Daniel Dubois. And I'm not trying to disrespect Daniel Dubois because remember I said if Deontay lands a right hand, I'm pretty sure Daniel Dubois will land a whole bunch of punches and knock Deontay Wilder out beforehand. But there's always that shot because it's the heavyweight division. All I'm saying is, in a nice way, I guess, is Anthony Joshua is passing up on a fight that I think a lot of fighters are drooling and really hungry to get. Because I think just as many people see vulnerabilities in Anthony Joshua, I think some of the best fighters at the top see vulnerabilities in Daniel Dubois that they feel like they can exploit. So I'm not ready to stamp Daniel Dubois as some long reigning champion who's about to accomplish great things in the sport because I'm telling you, I think Joseph Parker has a good chance of beating him. In fact, I probably end up favoring Joseph Parker in that fight. I think Jane got a good chance of beating him. Martin Buckley, I think, has a good chance of beating him. Usyk has already beaten him. I think Tyson Fury beats him. Like, it's a very interesting dynamic because I'm shocked Anthony Joshua's passing up on this rematch because I'm not so sure that Daniel Dubois will be heavyweight champion of the world going into 2026. I think it's a strong possibility that he will lose his title in 2025. So to answer this question, I believe Daniel Dubois loses his title in 2025. If not to his next opponent, if his next opponent is someone the caliber of Joseph Parker, Jang, Buckley, if it's Tyson Fury, he definitely loses. And if he has a rematch with Usyk, he definitely loses. So I just feel like he's going to lose his title in 2025. I'm more willing to bet on that than to say that Dean Dubois is going to reign as champion. Let me know what you think, though. I know people are going to call me Dan Dubois hater. I promise you, I'm just giving my honest opinion. I'm not trying to hate on anybody. Salute to Dan Dubois for, I think, solidifying himself as champion because he was given the belt, but being Anthony Joshua, I think puts him in the position. They say you're not a true champion until you defend your belt. You defend your belt, former two-time heavyweight champion of the world. So you got that. But moving forward, I just think that's going to be a tough road ahead for Daniel Dubois. I don't think that he will keep the title. I think he loses the title in 2025. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. Please like, share, subscribe. It's Caden. Hey, look, I'm in YouTube jail. I know it's funny. I can only post a certain number of videos. I can't go live. Certain features are off for me right now because of the sports washing video that I made. And you talk about censorship and everything. Mainstream media is definitely afraid of this type of media. I don't even have 1,000 subs, so I don't know why they're so worried about me. But probably part of the reason why I don't have 1,000 subs is because I'm in YouTube jail. So if you see this video and you've watched a few videos, help your boy out. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And the next time there's some news or I have the opportunity to speak with you, I look forward to catching up with you. All right, it's Caden. I'm out. Peace.